Hey, how y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. How is everybody doing? Because I'm blessed and highly favored. How y'all doing? Boy, boy, boy. How? Hey, Sandra. Hey, Angel. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Dina. Hey, Pretty. Hey, y'all over here. Hey, Black. What is going on? Hey, Sandra, girl. Hey, y'all. Let me tell y'all about yourself on Instagram. I'm going to just give some people a little time to come in while I eat my Rice Krispie treat. Cause y'all, here's your mind. Life is life, and a lot of y'all running behind all the wrong things. The topic today is overthinking. When y'all think y'all got all the right answers, y'all running over here and running over there. But where y'all need to be at is receiving the word. You ain't gotta be perfect. You ain't gotta be no saint, but you ain't no ain't either. Life is lifing, and a lot of y'all gonna miss the bus. Because God is angry at a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all. A lot of y'all, I understand that I don't have a big old platform right now. But people that have a big old platform right now, at one time they didn't have, they started from somewhere too. But let me say this, I don't want to be lost in the sauce. A lot of y'all is lost. A lot of y'all is on the wrong train. And a lot of y'all need to get yourself together because y'all need the word. Y'all know y'all need to receive something from Jehovah. But I understand y'all leave me, but he said the last should be first and the first should be last. I know what y'all be doing. But God told me to keep being who I am, keep doing what I am doing. And guess what? Keep leading the people the right way. And I'm gonna keep on doing that. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gwen. Yeah, Gwendolyn. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on doing what God allowed me to do. He the messenger, and I'm gonna deliver the message. And all I could do, what you say, Sharonda? Right. All I could do is try to save the ones who want to be saved, the ones who don't want to be saved. I'm not running behind nobody. I'm not forcing religion on y'all. I'm just telling y'all through my experience in life, all the things I've been through, and where he bringing me at now. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. But we gonna get there. Today, the topic is we overthink. That's my topic for today. But I want to let a lot more people get on here so I could say some things to a lot. Hey, nephew, so I could say some things because I don't want somebody to miss it. See, it be saying, like on here, we on YouTube, it say two people with 8 people on here. I'ma just need y'all. Hey Cheryl, I'ma just need y'all to press the like button and show your girl some love. It don't cost nothing to show me some love. I'm not worrying about them on Instagram because they already showed me who they was. Some of them on Instagram. The ones who here is the ones who need to be here. The ones who not here, I promise you on everything that I love. And I don't promise on everything I love. A lot of people who come to my life for mess. When I'm talking crap and I'm going off and I'm being real about something that they want to, if they run to they run to my page when they want some information because they know who I am, and they run over here and they hear what they think they're gonna hear and what they don't want to hear, or this and that. So you notice the pickaboos and all of them run to my page when something going down. But let me tell you the flip side to that. See the ones who don't run to my page now when I'm still delivering the same message. See the ones they gonna be running. They gonna be saying, hey, you see me? And God gonna put a shield over my face where I can't even see them in the comments. They gonna won't be known. They gonna want me to see them in the comments, and they gonna have to go back and keep that same energy. They gonna have to try to go back where they come from. Because let me tell y'all something. Only what you do for Christ gonna last. So y'all keep on running behind the mess and the confusion because that's the way of the world right now. I know about the mess and the confusion. It's okay to hear some of that stuff every now and then, but every day, day after day after day after day after, every day. You mean to tell me every day we got to listen to something negative every day? God told me to fall back from some stuff. And I ain't telling y'all the word of lie. He said you need to fall back because you don't need to be, every time you look around, when something being said, you don't need to be caught up in nobody's shenanigan, and you don't need to be no yes ma'am entertaining yourself in something that has nothing to do with you. Certain things he told me, keep your comment to yourself. Don't involve you, or don't involve yourself in stuff that has nothing to do with you. I know how far to go. I know how to fall back because I'm not trying to get caught up in nobody else's shenanigans. So I got to be very mindful, and I got to watch what I say because I am public figure. I might not be having thousands of people that's on my live and all that yet. Like I said, yet. Don't forget I said yet. But anyway, y'all, let me tell y'all how life is changing. Now, this is a jar of pig lips. This right here. For the people that live in New Orleans. Let me turn it around. This is a jar of pig lip. So what's different about this jar? I mean, I told y'all about the potato chips. I told y'all about, hey cousin, hey Troy, hey Terry. I told y'all about the Lay's potato chip, right? I told y'all about the chips. Now this is a jar of pig lips. Can somebody explain to me what's different about the pig lips? For the people that live here in New Orleans, they got people that's out of town, don't know nothing about a pig need a lip. They didn't heard the pigs and all that, but they ain't know nothing. They don't do no eat no pig lips and all that. They eat hog maws and they eat hog and all that. They eat stuff we don't eat, and we eat stuff they don't eat. So it's a lot of people that's out of town say they'll never eat crawfish, they'll never eat pig lips, they'll never eat the stuff that we eat down here, and some of the stuff they eat, we'll never eat. I never ate a boudin. I didn't saw it, but I ain't never ate that. Some of the stuff that how they cook in the country and all that. Some of the stuff I just don't. I mean, eggplants and all that kind of stuff. There, asparagus. They have asparagus here, but I don't eat that. I don't eat broccoli either because it looks like a baby tree. I don't eat oyster either because it looks like something else. I'm not gonna say what it looks like, but I don't eat oysters. I just don't. Some of the stuff I just don't. It's just not me. I just never. I don't want to try it, and I don't want it. Like my sister girl that live out of town says she'll never, eat no crawfish. And I say crawfish it looked like a baby lobster. It looked like a baby lobster. To me, a lobster is very dry. I don't know about y'all, but a lobster is very dry. So nobody ain't saying nothing about the pig lip. So I must be talking to people that don't eat pig lip or don't know nothing about a pig lip. Shawanda, I know you know about a pig lip. The people that's from New Orleans, I know y'all know about a pig lip. I'm asking y'all a question. So nobody ain't gonna answer the question. So nobody ain't gonna answer the question about what look different from this pig lip jar. Hello, somebody. Hello. Yeah, it's red. So nobody not gonna say. All right, just look at the bottom. Just look at the bottom. All right, this is a new label, right? Because I have never saw a pig lip bottle look like this, and our pig lips come in a glass jar. I'm just saying, right? This is a plastic jar, and our pig lips come. And I understand they probably gonna say because because the glass is always breaking and all that kind of stuff there or whatever, But at the end of the day, why is the label different? And why is it a man look like a pickle with boots on? I don't know if he's supposed to be a pig or whatever, but he don't look like a pig. So And I just wanted to make an example. So I showed y'all the pig lip. I'm showing y'all the pig lip. So where this came from Ross. But Ross was selling a pig lip that came in a glass jar. Now, what didn't happen? I don't know if this is an imitation or whatever, but I used to go to Ross and get the real pig lips too in the other jar. Somebody went to Ross and they brought this back, and I was like, well, what is this? I thought that was the eggs that they be putting in the jar. Looking like a pig lip in the jar. So I told a lot of y'all that life is about to change. The potato chips do not taste the same. The chicken don't taste the same. A lot of things don't taste the same. Y'all so caught up into other stuff. So y'all missing what's really going on in life. Y'all really missing. Let me tell y'all something about. I'm gonna speak for New Orleans. I ain't, I ain't never opened it. My sister bought it for me, but I never opened it. So I can't tell y'all how it tastes. So I never opened it yet. Once I open it, I'll let y'all know how it tastes, but I never opened it. But what I want to say is, my people that live in New Orleans. All right. Right. So my people that live in New Orleans. All right. A lot of our family members is all scattered out from Katrina. Some people left and they ain't never came back. But what I love about New Orleans is a party city. I love the second line, that's the culture. I love the way we enjoy ourselves. But let me explain something to y'all about our city, New Orleans. Your credit score could be 500. You can go to Texas, you can go to Dallas, or you can go to Houston and buy your house with $10,000 down with a credit score of 500. Hear me good. I'm only saying that because I want y'all to understand that other states have more to offer us. But this was going to happen. This was going to happen. I don't know the way of the world, and I'm only going to be led by the Spirit. I'm not going to say what I'm going to say things that's coming into my spirit. I don't want to say nothing wrong, and I don't want to lead y'all in the wrong direction. But let me say this. All right. The way of the world right now, they got AI. I know a lot of y'all saw me post my picture on the day that I was pimping. And they made it to where AI did it where I was dancing and all that kind of stuff there. They put a picture, they put me together. So I'm saying this to say they taking a lot of stores away from us down here in New Orleans. If you go to other states, it's way a lot more to do in other states. We at the bottom. We below sea level for the people who don't know. We are at the bottom. See, I could tell y'all we at the bottom because I drove to Oakland, California and to LA with me and my children. So at the end of the day, California sit way up there. Don't let this pass y'all head. Don't let this go over y'all head. California is at the top. We at the bottom. Hey, Pearl. Hey, Queen. We are at the bottom. So let me tell y'all something. I don't know what's going to happen within a couple of years, but New Orleans is not going to be the same. They shutting a lot of stores down for reasons. People investing their money in different buildings, and people are doing stuff like buying houses. Now, I ain't going to lie to y'all, I'm very skeptical about buying a house in New Orleans. The insurance is one of the reasons why I'm very skeptical about buying a house in Louisiana, in New Orleans, period. Because once you make a claim, your insurance gonna skyrocket and your insurance gonna go up. But that's not the big problem. That's not the big issue that I have. The big problem that I have with New Orleans is that I gotta say it. I don't care if y'all get mad with me or not. Another hurricane gonna come. And a lot of houses gonna be gone again. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all might not want to hear, and somebody saying, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. That's what they said about Bessie. Bessie was like Katrina. For the ones who don't know, do a background check on Louisiana and find out Bessie was a bad hurricane too. A lot of y'all don't know nothing about Bessie. And then Katrina came. So let me tell y'all something. It's so much going on in New Orleans. Y'all got to look around. You go to other states, Six Flags been closed. How long? If you go, and I'm going to say it again, Six Flags, yeah, fresh form. Go to Six Flags, go to Slidell. That whole little runway going to Slidell is dead. Even the trees is dead. And it's just dry. It's just a whole dry land going from the east, Mizzou, Littlewood, on to Slidell. It's dark. It's a dark place, and it's dry. You was 9, Sandra, when Bessie hit, so you know you was 9 years old. So let me say this to the people that don't know. When I get off of this live, I want y'all to go pull up Bessie. For the ones who don't know, since y'all think Katrina was bad, Bessie was bad too. So Albert, you never came back. So what I want y'all to understand, because the people think in New Orleans, they think because they got it going on with immaterial things. I got this, I got that, and I got this. But I'm going to say this, and I ain't never been no hater, but I'm going to be real with a lot of y'all. Immaterial things ain't nothing when a storm could come through here and take everything from you. So since some of y'all be boasting and bragging, they had a lot of people had a lot of things. My grandmother had the Louis this and the Louis that. My grandmother ain't let us sit on her living room sofa and all that kind of stuff there. We left away from New Orleans. We went to Lafayette. My grandmother ain't thought in a million years that she would come back to her house where she was the first Black person to live on her street, to come back and find her house was underwater. So I said that to say a lot of y'all focusing on the wrong thing. And I thank God that my platform is to touch people's lives and draw them closer to him. Because y'all gonna need him. A lot of y'all is caught up in the rapture. A lot of y'all caught up into immaterial things because a lot of y'all is boasting and bragging. Oh, I got it like this and I got it like that. And she over there, ain't nobody want to hear her talk. She ain't got but them little 10 people, or she got the little few people over there. But they missing the big picture. See, I'm not on here by accident. I'm not on here to persuade you or make you change your life or get your life right. I'm on here to deliver the message from the messenger. I love you more. I came on here to deliver the message, but I am not the messenger. I can't tell y'all no time, no hour, no day. But God told me to tell y'all. And some of y'all gonna be mad and angry. Another hurricane is gonna come through here, and there are a lot of people that's not right. He been tugging on y'all, and y'all been saying, "I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna do the right thing. You know, I'm gonna draw close. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna teach my children about God." Y'all been lying to him, and everything that's going on, he don't like it. Not only that, y'all leading people astray with all the mess and confusion. It's okay to go watch mess and confusion every once in a while. But when you start letting that mess and confusion set up in your mind and you make this your everyday life, you just like the worldly people. You just like them. You ain't no better than them. Because at the end of the day, it's good to listen and look so you can see what's going on the outside. And I could come on my platform and talk about something to make them think, the people that come over here and then they don't come over here because I ain't saying what they want to say. But I ain't gonna lie. I promise you. I promise you. Everybody who came on my platform for the mess. And if they ain't on here right now, one day they're gonna come back on here because they're gonna need a word from me. They're gonna come, it's gonna overflow. And they're gonna want me to see them. And they're gonna want me to say a word to them. And I'm gonna be speaking to them, but I'm gonna be speaking indirect. They gonna, you know what? God gonna show up and show out. He got to. Because there's too many unbelievers. It's too many people. Oh, nobody want to hear what she's talking about, but y'all want to hear what's going on with the mess and confusion. And it's not of God. God is not the author of confusion. So we rather go listen to the confusion than to listen to what's right. That's something that's going to allow us to make it in. They rather go over there because that's destruction. That's where the enemy at. See what I'm saying? Born in 1967. That's where I was born in 66. That's where the enemy at. So if the enemy could get everybody in one barrel and get them away from what Ann trying to do, that's what he gonna do. But guess what? God told me to hold on to his unchanging hands. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. People run from religion and they run from the truth. But I thank God that I'm a person that's from the street, so I could give you the street and I could give you Jehovah by my testimony. I could give you the streets. But y'all got to remember, I was once in the street. Now I'm in the street and I'm not of the streets. Don't let that go over y'all head. That's why I be asking y'all to shed a light to somebody who not on here, who avoiding. I got people that I want to minister to, and we could talk about, we get down to the nitty gritty when they come down the streets. Why y'all think a lot of people don't interview me? Because they feel like nobody don't want to hear that. Well, when you put yourself in the midst and saying, oh, you God, or when I ain't going to invite Ann over here to my shop, or I ain't going to invite her on my YouTube channel because people don't want to hear that. So that means you deny God. Because I'm one of his. I'm one of his. So a lot of y'all that's out here, that's running, that's saying, man, I'm just going over there because I want to hear what's going on with the mess and all that kind of stuff there. Well, I'd rather be over here than to be over there. Well, guess what I keep doing? While they running over there, they come on my page. Do y'all not see how many people is on my live right now? And when all this stuff was going on, with all the mess and all the confusion was going on or whatever, they ran over here. But let me tell you what God told me. God told me to hold on to his unchanging hand, to keep doing what I'm doing, and he gonna show up and show out in the midst. Because they don't believe who he is. He using me. You know what they're gonna be saying? Why her? Why he use her? Why not her? Why not her? Why not her who's faithful to him, who love him, who touching lives? On my platform, I'ma touch somebody's life tonight without a shadow of doubt. I know I'm gonna change somebody's life tonight. I know I am. And that's what they're running from. Nobody don't want to hear that. Somebody want to hear it. So let me say this. So the people that's left on here, what I want to say is have patience with yourself. If you don't do nothing else, have patience with yourself. Stop trying to force yourself and rush yourself into things that you got to have patience with. Because me, being in a wheelchair, I had to learn patience. So if I had to learn patience, y'all got to learn how to have patience with yourself. Y'all be on the highway and the byway. Thank you. Y'all be on the highway and the byway. Somebody want to get in. Somebody put their blank on. Y'all ease up. Y'all don't want to let them in. That's so evil and so deceitful and so selfish. It happened to each and every one of us. Why we do it, I don't know. Because I didn't did it before too. But I thought about it. I said, now, Lord, I'm in a rush to go. I ain't in a rush to go nowhere. Now, why you easing up and you don't want to let the person? People didn't did it to me. They didn't eased up and won't let me in. And some of them I ain't let in. Some of them gave me the finger. And some people I didn't give the finger, but that was years ago. I ain't gave nobody the finger lately. So I said that to say good afternoon to you, Sadie. I'm just saying, we got to have patience with ourselves. Somebody on here, have patience with your children. Have patience with your little children. Stop hollering at them. Tone it down a little bit. I know you're frustrated. You're going through a lot of stuff. You're wondering how this going to get done and this and that. I promise you, if you trust Jesus, Jehovah, I promise you he going to make a way. I promise you, if you give your life and turn your life over to him, I promise you he ain't going to never fail you. He ain't going to never leave you nor forsake you. And that's my promise from me to you that's going through saying, I wonder how I'm going to pay my car note. I wonder how I'm going to pay my house note. I'm going to wonder how I'm going to pay my insurance. I'm going to wonder how I'm going to do this. I'm going to wonder how I'm going to pay my children nursery. I'm going to wonder how I'm going to do this. I lost my job. He been making a way. How you think you got the things you got? Because he woke you up every day when you went to that job. And when you lost one job, he gave you a better one. Come on, somebody. Somebody on here right now is going through. And they wondering every day how they gonna make ends meet. And they been making Jehovah been making ends meet for the past couple of years. To God be the glory. Somebody, when y'all gonna trust God like y'all trust the GNO Bridge? Like y'all trust the Causeway Bridge? Like y'all trust the bridge going to Slidell? When y'all gonna trust God like that? When y'all gonna trust Jehovah like that? When y'all gonna trust him enough to know that he'll never leave you nor to forsaken you? When you gonna trust him enough when he say no weapon formed against you shall prosper and every tongue that rise up against you must be condemned? When you gonna trust him? You've been saying out your mouth that, oh yeah, I believe it. I believe God gonna, but you wants to play with God and the devil at the same time. Them are two totally different people. You could play with the devil, and the devil gonna give you what he wants you to have. And when he get done playing with you, he come and knock on that door and say, you know what? What I gave you, I need to get that back out you. You've been working for me, and that was temporarily. So I need to get that back out you. See, with God, you elevate, you escalate. With the enemy, he make you think you got it all sewed up. Look at me. You both. That's what the enemy do. He make y'all boast and brag and look, I got it going on. Look, I got it going on. Like, yeah. But you know what God do? He humble some people because they boast and brag. And then it's a such thing as greed. Some people greed is never enough. Like glut. Like people that drink. They drink and drink and drink till it's never enough. And they don't know how to compose themselves when they drink. A lot of people, most of the people that drink alcohol, most of the people that do drugs, they dealing with a spirit. They dealing with a demonic spirit that they trying to get rid of every time they do this. Strong alcohol. Right. Every time when people go through stuff in life, a lot of people try to find peace in drugs, peace in material things, peace and money, peace and things that they think could make them happy. But all the immaterial things in the world, all the money in the world, one damn thing for sure, you can't buy peace. You can't buy joy and you can't buy happiness. Hey, hey, sister girl. Hey, cousin. Miss Cynthia, love you. One thing for sure, we can't buy peace. You can have a beautiful mansion. You can have all the money in the world. You can have cars, jewelry, house. You can have a happy marriage. But somewhere down the line, in between you being married, it's a void that's inside. It's something missing. And some of y'all can't even explain what it is. It's some hurt and some pain inside us the world can't take away. So a lot of y'all that think immaterial things make you happy, it don't. Once you get it, you ever let me tell y'all how the enemy works. You ever saw a car and you be like, damn, I want one of them. Well, I'm gonna talk about me. I'm gonna talk about me. It have been times where I saw cars and I said, oh, I'm gonna get one of them. Speaking in general. So, yo, that's why I got to be very mindful of the stuff that I say because I'm good at speaking stuff in existence. So I say I'm gonna get one of them. So let me say this. I done got cars, houses, then had 2 and 3 cars at one time. Had a beautiful house at 28 years old. Ask me was I'm happy. And money. Ask me was I'm happy or content with it. I wasn't. I wasn't. So to y'all that's fighting to get, that's working 16, 24 hours and you working because the more you work, the more you see, the more money you see, the more you want. The more money you see, the more you're going to spend and the more you want. But let me say this. After you get everything you want, and when you get to the point where you got it, you're going to realize stuff just stuff. A car is just a car. You might get a Mercedes. You always want a Mercedes. You might get a Cadillac. You always want a Cadillac. You might get the dream house. You might get everything your heart desires. And when you get it, you be like, man, now you done saw another car you want. You done did all this. Hey, brother. You did all this to get to where you at. And you realize that it's just a car. Like me. That's not my first Mercedes, but at the end of the day, somebody out there looking at my car saying, damn man, I wish I had that car. Or I want one like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when they get it, they don't want the maintenance. They don't want the expense. It takes the expense to take the keep it up. They want it because they're on the outside looking in and they thinking the car make them look good. The car look good, but it's who driving the car. But it's never enough, Latane. It's never enough. No matter what we get, somebody working because they say, well, I'm working, I want me a car like I ain't got this year. Well, I'm working, I want me a beautiful house in Slidell. Or I'm working, I want this and I want that. And then when they get it, they be like, you know what? I thought I wanted it. Now they confused. God gave you what you asked for, and now you don't even want it. That's why I tell a lot of y'all got to be very mindful of the things that y'all ask Jehovah for. Because Jehovah give you stuff, and the enemy, which is the devil, give you stuff too. He got his people that work for him, and Jehovah got his people that work for him. And if you working for the enemy, he gonna take it back. And it's meaning if you got something the wrong way, I promise you're not gonna have it long. Hey Renee, I promise you're not gonna have it long. You might have it for quite some time, but you're not gonna have it for long. Only what you do for Christ is gonna last. And that's what I'm talking about, daughter. Only what we do for Christ gonna last. It's a lot of us that had right. It's a lot of us have stuff. And you know what I noticed, y'all? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. A lot of people is afraid of writing a will. When I sit down and talk to people about a will, you know what they say? Yeah, and you right. But do you think they took what I said and put some effort toward doing it? I say, man, come on, man. Hey, Crystal. But if I tell you the time is near, we ain't promised a second. So why are we waiting on tomorrow? Oh, well, I ain't going to do the will today. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Girl, you don't know if tomorrow going to come. And you going to leave all that mess and confusion behind. Oh, because it's going to be a mess. If you're a family member and you on some stuff and you ain't dot your I's and cross your T's, you going to leave drama behind. And you're not going to even be here to clean it up. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Thank God you queen, my little adopted daughter. Her mama had her stuff in order. Her mama left her with a house. And she been having it ever since her mama passed away or somebody unalive her mama in Atlanta. So basically what I'm trying to tell y'all, and we have talked about this before, y'all need to get your house in order. A lot of them don't want to get insurance, but y'all don't want to get insurance, but y'all won't put up the GoFundMe. Y'all want somebody to pay for y'all negligence. Well, guess what? I'm in a wheelchair. I'm on a fixed income, and I'm not boasting. I'm not bragging. But I dot my I's and cross my T's. If that's the first thing I got to do when I get my check. Oh, we got some insurance over here. Oh, we got some insurance on me. Whoever else I need to have insurance on. So you mean to tell me if Ann Mays is in a wheelchair and y'all working, some of y'all got 2 jobs and all that kind of stuff there, and y'all got jobs, and you mean to tell me you can't tell your job take $20, $13, $14, $20, $30 out of your check for life insurance to cover your whole family? I'm just saying. I know y'all don't like to talk about this, and I know this is a conversation that some of y'all don't like to have. But since I've been talking about this, somebody then lost it, their loved one, and didn't have a policy, and you know what and they could go back and say, damn, Miss Ann was talking about that. Why put your burden on other people? Why have to, oh, well, I just cremate because you ain't got the money. When all you could have had just, even if you ain't got it like that, even if you put $1,500, whatever, it costs money to cremate them. Even if you put enough insurance on them to cremate them. But no, y'all don't want to do that because y'all want to do the GoFundMe and the suppers and all that. Y'all want to put y'all burden on somebody else when y'all should have dot y'all I's and cross y'all T's. I'm just saying, somebody on here right now don't have insurance, but the minute their mama or their daddy passed away, they're gonna be mad at the other person who have insurance, and they're gonna want to try to step up to the plate and try to. I hate people. You don't have nothing to do with their insurance policy. You didn't put in on nothing, and you feel like they owe you something. Why? If somebody been paying for the policy, why they owe you something if you ain't have insurance on somebody that you claim you love? I'm just saying. What I'm gonna do is on Instagram, I'm gonna trade them in for TikTok tomorrow. I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them because they came with all the mess and all that and mess and confusion. But I see my regulars on here. But I know when I'm on TikTok, I get up to almost 100,000 likes. But they think they played with me because they came over there. I ain't do nothing but give them what they needed to hear and what they didn't want to hear. So they ain't heard me because I know who I am and whose I am. But a lot of y'all need to get your life in order. And let me say this. Another thing I've been seeing. A lot of y'all, let me tell y'all something. This is my face. Let me take my glasses out. And what I don't like about my face is right here. I don't like this. And my face is like this is because I already have a skinny face, but I'm not thick as I used to be. So I'm smaller. So if I would gain some weight, my face will get fuller. And I'm saying that to say I really don't like my face right here. But Jehovah told me, don't do nothing to my face. Don't get no Botox. Don't do none of that. And I don't care if y'all get mad and y'all get caught up in y'all feelings. He allowed me to know that all that's going to have side effects. Y'all that's getting y'all cheekbones, y'all lips, some of y'all getting y'all eyes and all that stuff done. I be seeing y'all. I see y'all getting y'all where y'all eyes can slant back. I see that too. I see y'all getting y'all nose done. I see y'all getting y'all lips done. I saw y'all getting this, somebody getting this done, where it's pulling these skin back. Jehovah told me, do not do it because it has side effects. So I'm going to say this. Thank you, Queen. I'm going to say this. I'm comfortable in my skin. I'm comfortable in my skin. You got to love on yourself. You got to love on yourself and know that God created us in his own image and he made me just the way that I am. I'm getting older. And when you go to getting older, your face go to showing. A lot of these people that y'all see that got money and they still like, they getting Botox, they getting wrinkles out of their face and all that. But what they don't realize, they don't even know what's being injected into their face and their body. You could only go on what the doctor say. You could only go on what they say, what man say. But a lot of y'all don't know what y'all putting in your body. And y'all going on with the flow. He told me don't do it. And I'm not. He told me don't do it. And I'm not doing it. So if that's something y'all want to do, I'll go ahead on and do it. But I'm not doing it. So, wonderfully made. So let me tell you about the topic today. The topic today is we overthink. Thank you, cousin. You as well. Overthinking is the topic for the day for the people who wasn't on here. The topic for the day is overthinking. A lot of us be overthinking. Let me tell y'all how some of us overthink. For instance, I'm going to start with me. I can be inside by myself, right? So I can misplace something, right? And I don't remember where I put it. But I know darn well nobody don't come in my house. Nobody don't come in my house but the people that come in, the maintenance people. But in my mind, when I can't find something, I overthink. And now I didn't thought somebody came in here and stole my stuff. Each and every one of us overthink. Even if you got a fiance, or you got a husband, or you got a wife. Overthinking means you thinking he or she doing something they ain't even doing. Overthinking is when you think he leave the house because you a little insecure, he going to leave or going to the store to call a side piece. That's overthinking. Overthinking is when you then been betrayed by betrayed by somebody and you think everybody just like that. Overthinking is when somebody backdoor you, a male or female, you thinking All all the females and males are like that. That's overthinking. Overthinking is you thinking something happening or something going on in your mind, and it's not even like that. Overthinking is when you sit down and you didn't thought about something and you trying to figure out, well, why I'm thinking about this. This has nothing to do with me. Why I'm thinking about that. We all overthink. A lot of people might not even look at it like that, but it's a mind game. And it's a mind game to where, and I ain't bring no paper top. It's a mind game to where the enemy play with our mind. That's why he said a mind is a terrible thing to waste. If the enemy could get in your mind, then he got you. Like I tell you all the time, a man that's good in bed or a woman, and they go all out their way to make you feel in some type of way, because they know once they make you feel so good to once they make you feel real good, they done got in your mind. They done got in your head. And to y'all women out there, because this is for the grown and sexy. When you have a relationship with a man, right? So y'all that have men that go down on y'all, whatever, I guarantee you, he gonna look up to see what the expression is on your face. Or he waiting for you to make a certain type of noise. And once you make that certain type of noise, he feel like he done won because he done got in your mind. Don't let that go over your head. I'm just saying. That's overthinking. It's overthinking. Women overthink and men overthink. Especially if you had a man that portrayed you before, or a woman that portrayed you before, in your mind, you ain't never free. Your mind is never free from that infidelity. Hey, Mama Ava, your mind still bring you back to the first time that he cheated on you. Because it's your mind. Even if this person didn't change and they're not the same. We want people to believe we change, but show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. I'm just saying. How you gonna tell me you changed and you still hanging on the block? How you gonna tell me you changed and you still running with your homegirls that's single, that's out here sleeping with Tom, Dick, Harry, Mo, Larry? So how you gonna tell me you changed, but you still are hanging with the people? You're showing me the group of people that you're hanging with, and they haven't changed. When you change your persona, you change your life, you change your way of thinking, it's gonna show. You know what y'all gonna see? And damn, every time I see Aunt Mays, she either by herself, or she with her, or she with her. But I bet y'all ain't gonna see me with nobody that's sleeping with Tom, Dick, neither Harry. Because show me your company, I tell you who you are. So if I'm in a company of these females and they out here living foul and they messing with Tom, Dick, Harry, Larry, and Mo, that means I'm in the category with them. That part, your playmates in your playground. I'm saying, do y'all not know the people in the company that y'all keep speaks about who you are? Hey, Dorothy girl. Hey, Queen. Your company shows who you are. If you were a group of women that don't want nothing out of life, and they started around here whining and crying and all that kind of stuff there, and all you hear is them, I ain't got this and I ain't got that. Do y'all ever hear me whining and crying all the time? I was whining about my children. I ain't doing that no more. My family. I damn sure ain't doing that no more. I'm not whining about nobody no more. I'm not jumping on a bandwagon. I'm not speaking up for nobody no more that ain't gonna speak up for me. I'm gonna just sit back and keep my mouth shut. Cause silence is everything sometimes. Sometimes I just need to just watch and sit back and let somebody else do the talking and I listen and sip on whatever I got in this cup. Hmm. I'm just saying. A lot of us do a lot of overthinking. See what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I be overthinking. Because I be saying, well, Lord, I got a paper towel right here. And there been times where I thought and I was like, I wonder why. But let me tell you something. My life at a standstill right now. And it's something I need to do. And it got to be done. I've been procrastinating. And I'm going to just be honest with y'all. I shouldn't be married to nobody right now. I shouldn't be attached to nobody. And the reason why I'm not, I shouldn't, I'm not with a person. And I don't plan on getting with a person. So why is I'm still attached to somebody? I got to look in the mirror and say, well, girl, how long you going to be attached? Because it's over. So why you ain't, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I didn't went down there and the sign the divorce papers and all that kind of stuff done. And I didn't went back and I was like, you know what, I'll go another day and this and that. And it didn't get done yet. So I look in the mirror and I be like, well, girl, so you know if you become a millionaire today, tomorrow, or the next day, you know how they go, right? When you gonna free yourself? I gotta free myself. Because when you married to somebody, they entitled to your man, you still married to him. So girl, you know, don't cry now. Cause I give you ample opportunity to go down there and handle your business and you procrastinate. So I need to handle my business. I really do. Cause it's over. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be honest. They got men that really, really like me, that calls my phone and all this. And I'm gonna just tell y'all, I don't. I'm at a stage in my life. So I don't know why I feel like I feel, but I'm not flat. I'm not flabbergast. I'm with flabbergast. Y'all know the word I'm trying to say about a man. I'm not. The thrill is gone. I'm not focusing on a man. What I'm doing now is focusing on trying to draw people closer to Jehovah by giving them the real. And I ain't gonna lie. And this is what I said. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The HIV don't stop nobody. I got men calling me, nice looking men, calling me, talking about I miss you and all that kind of stuff there. I don't care about none of that. I can be with somebody right now. Right now. Publicly. But I chose not to. And I say, Lord, that's the way I feel. I feel like I'm not I'm not open to I'm on a journey right now. Right now it's about him, Jehovah, and me. And I ain't lying. I could raise my right hand to God right now. I could be in a relationship with somebody right now. Uh, what a couple of men that really, 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 I know really, really, really want to be with me. And they ain't worrying about the naysayer, they ain't worrying about because they're men. But I chose not to. Because I'm working on me. I don't want to. And right now, I gotta be unattached. I gotta be unattached. But and then when I get unattached, that's when God gonna start opening all the doors. Damn. I see, I be about to get thrown out the wheelchair. That's muscle spasms. But I got to get unattached, and my focus is not on a relationship. I don't I don't want to deal with the lies, and I don't want the infidelity, and I'm not build a bear. I'm a Monique because I'm not trying to build a man. Right. I'm not trying to build a man. I want a man to come with his own. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I didn't show men how to dress. I didn't show them how to smell. I didn't show them how to look. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not. I'm not doing that. I've been there, done that. When the man, when I'm completely free, and the man come in my life, you know what? Some of y'all mouth gonna drop. Some of y'all who look at me as not being vulnerable, ATT, some of y'all mouth gonna drop because y'all gonna be like, huh? Yeah, because a lot of y'all look at me as being different. And I want to thank y'all for looking at me for being different because I am. For the ones who say nobody don't want people that's in wheelchairs, people that claim the alphabet, people like y'all say sick people. Well, I can't tell. And I ain't got no proof to prove to none of y'all. But I know I serve a mighty God, and God allowed me to know that you is vulnerable. Yeah, I'm on YouTube, TT. Come on over here. He allowed me. Yo, we got 19. It said 19 people in here with 12 likes. Where the rest of the likes at on YouTube? He allowed me to know that I'm vulnerable. Thank you, TT. So a lot of y'all need to stop overthinking yourself. Because a lot of them think if they come on my platforms and if too many people come on, they trying to hold me down. I'm telling y'all, I had a dream a snake was wrapped around my whole body. And I said, give me the knife so I could cut him off. The snake was trying to hold me down. I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus. I decree and I declare healing over my body, my mind, my spirit, my soul. It's already done. I speak favor into my life. Y'all got to speak over y'all own life, Yvette. Y'all got to speak favor into y'all life, y'all children life, the people y'all love life. Speak it in existence. Like you speak, a lot of y'all be speaking stuff and it come to pass. I tell y'all, the mouth is powerful. You ever said something and when you said it, it happened. The tongue is deadly. The tongue is a deadly weapon. I could come on social media when they try to play with me. All I got to do is start going off and this and that. I got a deadly weapon. And I ain't got to hit nobody. I ain't got to touch nobody. But I ain't never knew that. I ain't never knew that. The mouth, no, I'm going to say the tongue is powerful. They talk all that crap, but they ain't going to win. Because I know what to say to make them mad. You know how many people lost their life by their tongue? They said something and somebody ain't like it. They weren't strong enough to take the criticism. They weren't strong enough to deal with what somebody said. You know what? When you done been ridiculed, that's why you're in a wheelchair. That's why you got HIV. That's why your husband did what he did to you. That's why you're going through what you're going through. See, when you done heard all that and people try to come for you, what it is to say. When you done almost, here and there, the enemy almost thought he had you. And he messed around and slipped and let me go. Now he's mad. So he be trying to come from all kind of ways. They team up. I gotta be some type of superhero for all them to team up against the little lady in the wheelchair. I got a lot of power. You think they want to see me prosper? But I'm sorry to tell y'all, it's already done. It's already done. So the little people y'all be seeing on my platform, that's temporarily. This the most work I ever put in for free. The tongue is like a sword. This the most work I ever done for free. I'm just saying. That's what your daddy used to say. Water off the duck back. And you know what made me feel good? When the people think they playing me at my own game. Y'all can't play me because guess what? I got a man that I serve every day. And every day I wake up, I say, Lord, I thank you. I thank you. Because somebody ain't wake up. So when they go over there, you know what he be saying? Stand. Because how can the enemy think he got more power? I'm over here saving souls. I'm over here talking about Jehovah. And they're over there talking about what's going on, who's sleeping with who's sucking in, who's doing all kinds, who's doing this. And they're over there talking. The devil got his people over there. So quite natural, the devil wants the world to believe he got the most power. And he don't. And he don't. See, when you're dealing with people that don't know no better, this was going to happen. Destruction going to come upon all of them. And they're going to be saying, I wonder what's going on. Why all this happening over here? Why all this happening over here? Because God about to shut some people down. The victory is mine. I'm working for him. So some people, he going to move them out the way. Like he said, the last should be first and the first should be last. Since I'm the little people. And even much the people, I done been on their show and showed them love. And they ain't even show me that love back. Because you know what? They too caught up into self. And in their mind, why would they say something about me when they trying to get to where I'm about to go? They ain't going to get there. They ain't going to get there. And you know what they going to be saying? Damn, why I'm still where I'm at. I got here. I got there. How she get to pass all us? Because I'm saving souls. I'm telling people the real. I'm not lying to the people. I'm showing the people you can get with this or you can get with that. But here's where it's at. I'm trying to lead the people to the promised land. And I'm trying to give them the street life too. I'm going to tell you what's going on in the street too. I'm going to tell you what you should and you shouldn't do. I'm going to tell you what he told me to tell you. Now you make a choice. You could go over there where all the mess and confusion going on at and all the destruction. Or you could get over here and save your soul and be happy with it. And they ain't got to look over your shoulder. And they ain't got to worry about going in the street, fighting with another woman, pulling your hair out, and she pulling your hair out and degrading yourself. And I be saying, you know, sit down. Why they don't want to link up with me? You know what God said? Because where you going, they can't come. He said, leave them over there. I didn't warn them. I didn't ask you to go there and say what you needed to say. And he still reject. He said, don't ask him no more. I threw it out there. He said, where you going, they can't come. But I'm going to rise you up in the midst and show them who I really is. Because they're unbelievers. You think people want to hear about God, right? You think all them people, they're not trying to go there. But when death and when pills and all kind of stuff start happening in their life, and their life start changing, and their children start doing things that the word say, then they're going to be like, girl, I need to go over there by Miss Ann. I need to Miss Ann, I ain't gonna see him. I'm not gonna see him. I promise y'all I'm not gonna see him. They're gonna be overlooked. Because he putting it right in their face. He putting it right in their face. And they see it. And they running. So they gotta bump their head. I'm gonna still be here to talk to him, but I'm not gonna see him. They're gonna want me to talk directly to them. Yvette, Mama Eva, Sandra, Linda, Pam, Cheryl, Pretty. They're gonna want me to see him. And guess what? I'm not gonna see him. Hey, Ebony. Hey, Queens. I'm not gonna see him. My purpose is to come on here, minister, tell people about what's going on the outside world. Share your testimony to the people who are going through right now and tell them how I brought you out and tell them who I am. So he want me to give y'all a mix of everything because he wants y'all to see. So y'all think that God is blessing me in front of y'all eyes so y'all can see. I'm going to give her this. Everything I get is going to come from him because he wants the young generation and all the ones who think they got it going on. He got to show up and show out to let them know that they ain't winning. They got y'all fooled. But I'm a child that I didn't had all that. Been there, done that. But I wasn't happy with none of that. Because guess what? The enemy gave me all that. From Jack and robbing, doing all that kind of stuff. Now, all my blessings come from him. And a lot of other stuff came from him, but I ain't see it with my eyes. I know it was there. I know it came from somewhere, but I ain't acknowledge where it really came from. I was in the blind. A lot of y'all in the blind because y'all think, oh, I worked hard for that. I went out and worked for that. Now, you're giving yourself too much credit. Some of y'all give yourself too much credit. I'm still here because of Jehovah. I don't know about y'all. Or you think you still here because you woke up on. That ain't why you still here. You still here because of Jehovah too. You woke up. No matter whether you take pressure pills or you got whatever high blood pressure or whatever you got going on, he still woke you up. When you could have been on it, you could have been the next person to leave this earth, but he left you here. He left you wake up today, and you're still whining and complaining. I just be trying to understand. I'm trying to understand why y'all whining and complaining. You know why? I do understand. The ones who do all the whining, they don't know it. Because if you know him like I know it, he said, I will supply your each and every need. And Lord, I thank you. I ain't lacking in nothing. Nothing. He makes it possible for me to pay my bills and I be the one procrastinating. And somebody can't pay their bill. You know why? Because they ain't living right. And they don't want to surrender. They want to keep believing in their mind, I'm going to do what I want to do. Until you tap them on the shoulder and say, you know what? I'm about to slow you down. I'm about to slow your road. See, I'm in a wheelchair because he saved me. He saved me. And that's the best thing could ever happen in my life. I'm in a wheelchair, but he saved my soul. He saved me from destruction. The enemy was after my life. So he snatched me, sit me down, and saved me. I was about to go to jail for 5 years, away from my children, away from my little bitty, itty bitty children. It's either you going to jail, away from your children, or guess what? You're going to sit down. And I'm going to leave you here to take care of your children. When I was in the hospital, I was in a rehab in Chalmette. So I was on probation for 5 years. So They had the two detectives came to the rehabilitation place in Chalmette. They came to make sure I was paralyzed. Don't let that go over your head. I was on 5 years probation. I got caught up in a situation with a man who had nothing but the yayo in his sister's house. Now, mind you, I know he was a dealer. Hey, Granny, and you know I ain't lying. I know he was a dealer. We know he was a dealer. But I chose to still be with him. And when they kicked down that door, everybody in the house went to jail. They gave me 5 years. They gave the other young lady 5 years. They gave the other guys, all the guys, 1, 2, 3. I think it was 4 of them or 3 of them. Everybody got 5 years. I cried like a baby. They wound up getting me and the young lady a bond. Our bond was $250,000. My grandmother had money and property. I wound up getting out on bond. The young lady wound up getting out on bond. And Granny, you know this ain't no lie. Both of us got out on bond. So we wasn't free, but we was out on bond. And one day we all went to court. All of us. And that day we went to court, they revoked all our bond at court and locked all us up again. I cried like a baby. They went down the line. They went with the men first. You get 5 years. You get 5 years. You get 5 years. And you get 5 years. I think it was 3 of them. Or maybe 4 of them. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. I think it was 3 of them. No, 4 of them. 3 or 4. But all of them, they took their 5 years and ran with it. Then they got to me. And they got to her. He got to me. He got to her first. She got 5 years. She was crying. Now, mind you, we was crying because it wasn't our stuff and we didn't even know it was in the house at the time. Right? But I ain't gonna lie, we know his lifestyle. Everybody in the household know his lifestyle. We ain't know nothing about no yayo being in the attic or in the house when they kicked the door out. So they got to her, they gave her 5 years. They got to me, they gave me 5 years. I started crying, and the reason why I started crying, all us had the same lawyer, Philip O'Neill. The lawyer told us, and he promised us, the women. I don't know what happened with them. The men carved out for the 5 years. They pleaded guilty. Me and her was promised to get probation. So when they got to me, I cried like a baby. And the judge said, how do you plead? And I said, the lawyer told us that we was going to get probation. And he promised, you know how they say, for some of y'all who be in the court system, did anybody make any promise to you or this and that? I was like, yeah, he promised me and her, he promised us that we was going to, get probation. And that was the glitch. That was grounds for us to file for an appeal. So the judge still gave her 5 years, gave me 5 years. But being they had a glitch, we was able to file for an appeal. So I had talked to a lawyer, and she talked to a lawyer. The judge told the lawyer to tell us to file for an appeal. So both of us filed. We had a lawyer to file for appeal for us, but we still had 5 years at that time. So we was in there. I think we was in there for a couple of days, like going on, hey Penny, like going on a month. Me and I was in there. The guys, they had then took their time. They was about to send them up the road. Me and her was about to go to St. Gabriel. And in the midst of us about to go to St. Gabriel, I got in the Bible. I used to go to sleep crying because I couldn't take the fact of being locked up in jail. I used to go to sleep crying. And like I said, I met the heroine. And she told me to read John 14. Let not my heart be troubled. Here, Janet. Let not my heart be troubled. My father's house of many mansions. I read that whole scripture. I slept with the Bible open with my head in the Bible every night, crying. I told God I found out I was pregnant. I found out when they locked us up. That's when I found out I was pregnant with Fashion Bug, my daughter Jess. So I got in the Bible. I started praying and this and that. So my grandmother now and her people filed for appeal on us. So they came and got us a couple of hours before midnight to take our pictures for DOC. DOC is a women's prison. St. Gabriel. We had took our pictures. They had changed our bands, her and I. So they came and took our picture at 11 something. They changed our band. And we had DOC time. They was come on their way to get us. Y'all listen good. So in the middle of the night, it was her and me. First they called her name. They called her name. When they called her name, they said, roll out. And I was like, well, damn, she going. So I wonder what's going on with me. Our appeal bond still was another $250,000. Her people put up their property and their money to get her out. She rolled out. It was about to be 12 midnight. St. Gabriel was coming to get us. They called my name. I got out on another $250,000 bond. So both of us, we got out of jail. But mind you, even though we got out, they put us on paper. They put us on probation. So while we on probation, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I wasn't doing nothing. I was living right. But what I was doing, I was writing checks that I know was gonna bounce. But in my mind, I'm gonna write the check and I'm gonna put the money in the bank before the check bounce. But for some of y'all who unbalanced, like me, my intentions was to put the money in the bank. But one check will clear before the check that I want to clear, and I'm thinking I'm buying myself some time. But unfortunately, I wasn't doing that. I was started writing and started not putting the money where it should be. So checks started bouncing and I started spending money that I didn't have. So I started getting letters, people sending letters. If a check is over $100, I think it was considered as a felony then. So I started getting letters. They sending you letters. You have so many days, 21 days or something. You pay for this check, or it become a felony, or I was ignoring the letters. So one day I had to go to court, and I pleaded guilty to the check. And in my mind, I'm pleading guilty to the checks. I'm paying for the checks. I'm gonna pay for the check. But y'all, I promise y'all, a lack of knowledge. I didn't know if I pleaded guilty to, worthless checks, that's a felony. That's a conviction. Y'all, can y'all show me a little love? Can y'all just show me a little love? Let me see some stars, some hearts or something. Because I'm working, people. Can y'all just show me some love? Can I just see some hearts? I don't see no hearts. What's going on? Something wrong with y'all fingers? Y'all index fingers up. Y'all just don't want to show me no love. Thank y'all, Sandra and all that. Thank y'all, Angel, Cheryl and all that, Pam and all, and my daughter. Thank y'all. Thank y'all, Wanda. Thank y'all. Can y'all just show me some love? Because this is a good story. And it's a real one. And it's a true one. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for the love. Thank you. I appreciate it. I shouldn't have to ask y'all. I know y'all into the story. And they got some people on here. They got a lot of pickaboos on here. It say 19, 20 people, but it's way more than that. It say 17 people on YouTube. It's way more than that. It say 14 people on here. It's way more than that. Thank y'all for the love. I'm not asking y'all for $1. I'm not asking y'all for nothing. I'm telling y'all some good stuff. I'm telling y'all my life story, and it's very interesting. Can y'all give me a contract? Can y'all find somebody, hey Corey? Can y'all find somebody and give me a contract, a movie deal, or something? Can y'all call Tyler Perry? Call somebody. Can y'all call 50 Cent? Call somebody. We need to negotiate because this is the movie. I mean, the big movie. Can y'all call Lifetime? Call somebody. It's a documentary too. But listen, so I'm not smart. I'm smart now. Back then, the things that I know now, I didn't know. So I pleaded guilty. Dina, tough fella. I didn't know by pleading guilty to a felony, yo, I had them violated my probation. I promise y'all, I didn't know no better. So when I violated my probation, y'all listen and listen good. I can't check my cash app now, baby. I can't check the cash app now. Let me see. I didn't know that it was a felony when I pleaded guilty. So listen, y'all. So in the process of me, I love you more, Dina. Thank you. In the process of me being almost unalive. In the process, y'all, I gotta show y'all what happened to my phone. I don't know what's going on. Thank you for the cash app. Y'all, I don't know what's going on. But y'all, look at my phone. I dropped it. I'm just saying. I get another. I got 3 phones anyway, but I'm good. It's just a phone. I don't know what's going on with the color and all that kind of stuff there. But anyway, y'all. So I wind up getting unalive. I mean, almost unalive. I rebuke you, saying in the name of Jesus. Ain't no unalive, but almost unalive. So on that particular day, I wind up on that particular day when I got, you want my cash app? My cash app is $Annie, ANNIE 703. $Annie, ANNIE 703. So y'all, while I'm on probation, I get pum pum. And when I get pum pum, I get pum pum from the back. But the bullet is right here in my chest. Right here lies in my chest right now. And when the weather changed and it get cold, I could taste the lead inside my mouth because it's sitting right here in my chest. So I go to the doctor because he's trying to locate where it's at so he could remove it so I could get my spinal cord surgery. I guess at my age that I am, If not, if I don't get spinal cord surgery or whatever, I'm good. If I be in a wheelchair the rest of my life, I'm still gonna live my life. If God made a decision to let me be in a wheelchair the rest of my life, I don't have a problem with that. Because I'm good with me. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm comfortable in my skin. It is what it is. But anyway, so when I get pum pum, that happened in 95, right? I goes to the hospital. I'm in the hospital. I'm in a coma for quite some time. Sooner or later, I came out the coma. I goes to rehab. They asked me, do I want to go to rehab in New Orleans, or do I want to go to rehab in Chalmette, or do I want to go to rehab? It was all different places, different rehabs. So I chose to go to rehab in Chalmette. So when I went to rehab in Chalmette, 2 white detectives came. Oh yeah, I want to tell y'all something. Let me write something down so I don't forget. So the two detectives came to the hospital. When they came to the hospital, they came to make sure I was paralyzed because I got shot. I mean, I got almost got unalive that Sunday. That Monday, I was going. They was coming to pick me up, and I was going to do 5 years. 5 years flat. So y'all can say whatever y'all want about me. To God be the glory. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I know God loves me without a shadow of doubt. I don't need nobody else approval. I know without a shadow of doubt, God loves me even in a wheelchair. I'm just saying to the unbelievers. So they came. Once they realized I wasn't good for them, and they knew that if they sent me to St. Gabriel, the state was going to have to take care of me. And they chose not to convict me because of me being paralyzed. They felt like I wasn't no good for the state. When the devil meant it for the bad, God worked it out to my good. I would have been taken away from my children. And if I wouldn't have, I'm going to say this, if that wouldn't have happened on that particular day, that Sunday, the next day, which was Monday, I would have been taken away from all 4 of my children. I was going to be taken away from my children. They was going to be separate places. They wasn't going to be together because people were saying they was too spoiled and ain't nobody want them. So to God be the glory. It's a blessing that even though I wind up in a wheelchair, but I still was left here. I still was left here. Right. I still was left here, y'all, to be able to take care. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Queen. Them children. So that Monday, they just took me completely off of probation. And to me, that's a testimony itself. And I know somebody saying it's a question. Would you rather be in jail than be in a wheelchair? And I got the answer for that. I hope y'all listening and listen good. I'd rather be in a wheelchair because I'm not selfish. Somebody on here saying, I'd rather be in a wheelchair than to be away from those children that I have so much love for. I love them children. I love them children today. And I would do anything. And I'm in a wheelchair, but if I had to make a choice, you either gonna wind up, you're in a wheelchair, or you're gonna wind up in jail. You could be standing up walking in jail for 5 years away from the 4 children that you have. Or you can be in a wheelchair and be here and raise them and nurture them and take care of them. Make a choice. If I had to make a choice to Jehovah, my choice is I'll take the wheelchair. It might sound stupid to somebody on here, but it sounds so much better to me because I'm the one carrying a heavy load and been carrying it for 31 years, but I wouldn't trade it in for the world. I got an opportunity to raise my 2 girls. I got an opportunity to raise my 2 boys. Only if they knew the sacrifices that I made to just be here to give them a better life. I don't even think they even look at it like that. I don't even think they can comprehend and think and say, you know what? My mama really loved us. My mama really, really loved us. Because somebody else saying, in their mind, somebody on here, well, I would rather be walking and I would rather be, nah, I'm not. To me, that would have been me being selfish. That would have been me thinking about just myself. But I had 4 mouths to feed. I had 4 children to live for. So, and God said, when I say, God, why I had to go through all that, and God said, you worrying about everything you going through, everything you've been through, but look at everything they did to me. And he let me know that I ain't gonna put no more on you than you can bear. I know you can handle this. It's small. I got you. I'm gonna bring you out. And he been bringing me out. In the midst of everything I've been going through in my life, he's still bringing me out, showing me off. Saying, in spite of your imperfection, I know you're not gonna be perfect. I know you're gonna have some bumps and bruises. I know you're gonna run, but you're coming back. And every time I ran, I came back. Every time I left God, I always come right back. And I got tired of running. See, it's going to come a time where y'all going to get tired of running from God. And y'all going to have to surrender and say, Lord, I'm tired. I'm tired of people mistreating me. I'm tired of doing the things that I've been doing. I'm tired of lying, cheating, backbiting. I'm tired. Y'all going to say, I'm tired. Hey, sister girl, church in the building. And y'all going to have to surrender. It's not an easy task. It's not easy giving your life to Jehovah. It's not easy. Man, do I go to the king tomorrow? No. But at the end of the day, but do I know him? I do. I have a personal relationship with him. But at the end of the day, I ain't none of what I used to be. That's why when people bring up my past, it's funny. But when people say the old Ann, when they say you lucky she ain't the old Ann, man, that makes me feel so good because that let me know that y'all see the growth in me. That's my purpose. When somebody say, girl, you lucky. That you lucky, girl, you the old Ann with it. And I say, Lord, thank you. When somebody talk about the way you was compared to what you is now, I graduated. To God be the glory. I graduate. Who else want to graduate with me? And I ain't asking for a friend. But I promise you, if you graduate with me, your life will never be the same. If you graduate with me, your life will never be the same. God ain't say you can't enjoy your life. God ain't say you can't party. God ain't say you can't drink wine and you can't be a little tipsy and enjoy yourself. He said you got to know how to conduct yourself while you're enjoying yourself. God don't want us to not be happy. He want us to enjoy our life on earth. But some of y'all is so self-centered that y'all be mad at God and he still be providing for y'all. But he still be telling y'all, didn't I tell you don't do that? Didn't I tell you don't do that? And you're still doing it when you don't even have to do it. I ain't got to do nothing but live. And when it's time for me to go, I'm ready. But right now, I'm going to live. So why should I be around here moping and crying and this and that, talking about, you know, what they talking about me? Yeah, they doing all this. Girl, let them do whatever they doing. Let them talk. Let them post pictures. Let them kiss. Let them hug. Let them do all that and some. You know what an alpha and omega is. You know what he wants you to do? Enjoy your life. Stop worrying about what's going on over there and focus on what's going on over here. Because he told me, I don't know what he told y'all, but he said, I will supply your each and every need. So I don't know what he told y'all. And some of y'all know just like I know, but y'all still want to do what y'all want to do. Y'all want to get caught up in y'all emotions and y'all feelings when y'all go through the process. Oh, I forgot. You thought it was going to be easy. Well, I ain't know my life. I ain't know I was going to go through all this and this and that. Oh, wow. So you think that he just said, well, let me just bless Ann with this and let me bless it with that. And y'all not be listening to me? Do y'all not be listening to everything that I go through in life? Y'all want the car that I have, right? Some of y'all want one, right? Some people want one, and some people don't. Some people could go buy anything they want, and they still not happy within themselves. Don't get mad if I go on the car lot and buy something that I want. Now you mad. And you could go and get the same thing, because when they made one, they made another one just like that. But you mad because I got one. I wanted one when I saw somebody else with one. And I just went on and got it. Anything I see I want, I go, Jehovah, look, I ain't gonna pressure you too much. Certain things I know, now be very mindful. Because some things come with stipulations. Hey Ashley, now, Lord, I want one of them. But I want it where I can afford it. I want it where I can pay the insurance, but I want it. Some of y'all want it, and when y'all get it, y'all realize, oh, damn, I ain't know it was gonna cost this much to keep this up. I ain't know the oil change cost this much. I ain't know I gotta service A, B, C, and D. I ain't know every time you look around every 6 months. I ain't know it was gonna cost me $1,000 to get oil change and radiator change and all that. But that's what you asking for, right? But that's what you asked. But if he gave it to you, he'll gonna allow you to be able to take care of it. I'm just saying. Because I don't know who y'all serve, but I know who I serve. I serve a mighty God. So you think I be worried when they don't come on my page and they be saying all this and this and that, and I know when I get off, I say all them, be like, oh, so all them was on there? And guess what God said? And they was listening. Every time I come, they got people literally be mad at me. They be like, well, she said she was coming on Friday. Well, where she at? And they'll see me in the club, or they'll see me at a party or something. Oh, that's why she ain't come live, but she had us waiting. They got people, I know without a shadow of doubt, be waiting for me. You know why? Because they need a word. They need deliverance. They need to hear something that God told me to say on this here platform today. He said he warning y'all. Y'all keep on. Y'all keep on. 1 foot over here. Y'all playing with God and the devil at the same time. Who you think gonna win? Now, I'm not asking for a friend, lovely. Who you think gonna win? Y'all playing with God and the devil. Well, Ann ain't talking about nothing, so let me go over here with the mess that and they fighting and they shooting and they doing all that. Let me go over there. Because in their mind, oh, she ain't talking about nothing, she talking about God. But just give them a little time. That China. Just give them a little time. So I'm going to give y'all a little time to run here and there and everywhere. But over here, it's over here. Where's that? But I'm not going to run behind nobody. I'm not begging nobody to come over here and all that kind of stuff. I'm just waiting on the process. When you put red beans on, it take a while for them to cook. You got to wait on them. You got to wait on them. If you want the red bean to be creamy and be good, you got to put a little butter in them. You got to season them. You got to broil your meat and all that kind of stuff. It's the process. Mm-hmm. So I'm being cooked. And when I get finished, they're going to be good. It's a process. Don't rush the process. Don't rush the process. If I could get y'all to believe like I believe, if I could get y'all to have the faith of a mustard seed. Wait, a mustard seed is like this little paper. That's what he said. He said, have faith of a mustard seed. That's what he said. There you go. That's all. That little bit of faith. Man, come on, y'all. Come on. But every day y'all wake up and y'all get in that car and y'all start it up. And y'all go across that bridge. Oh, I'll be there. Okay, Chantel, I will be there. And make sure you send an invitation. And you start up that car. And some of y'all come out the east and go over that bridge. They show the bridge is dry right at the bottom of it. They showed it to us. And y'all still go across the bridge. Some of y'all come from all that water from Slidell. Some of y'all come from the West Bank. Some of us come from the Causeway Bridge. Some of us come from La Place. Some of us come from Hammond. But y'all trust the bridge, not the collapse. The same trust y'all put into man and the same bridges that y'all crossing, y'all trust man enough to believe that the bridge ain't gonna never collapse. Why y'all can't trust God like that? That part. Why y'all can't trust God like that? So I be on the internet from time to time. I be saying stuff. And I be saying stuff that I don't like. But certain stuff, he said don't say nothing. Just keep strolling. Stop. Listen. Don't say nothing. Keep strolling. Next. Some things he told me don't speak on. That's what him said. Don't speak on it. But I thought we all supposed to be an inspiration. I thought we supposed to be saving souls. But I know I'm saving souls. I can't speak for nobody else. I know without a shadow of doubt, I didn't touch somebody on my platform. Nobody can't tell me I didn't. I don't care if I touched one person. Nobody can't tell me I didn't. But let me say this. Did y'all hear about the young lady? She was a social media influencer that was with a white man, and she went out the country with him, and they came to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, and he took her to the museum, and when he took her to the museum, he showed her all the little ropes and stuff, how they hung black people and all that kind of stuff there, right? And they went out the country together, and he said she unalive herself. Mm-hmm. She's a beautiful black young girl. I can't say what I want to say about him, but why is it that they can do stuff to us and it gets swept under the rug? And we do stuff to us and sometimes we get justice and sometimes we don't. Y'all thought I was going to say something different, huh? Sometimes we get justice and sometimes we don't. You know why sometimes we don't? Money and the power and money until God step in and show out and show out. Show up and show out. When they did the autopsy, they said she unalive from strangulation. She was strangled. Hey, Lisa, love. Thank you. She was strangled. So come on, y'all. You bring a black girl, a beautiful young black girl. He's a white man, blue eyed. And our ancestors used to call them blue-eyed devils. I'm just saying. They did. So you take out the country. Come to find out, y'all was going through a little something. You take out the country to propose to her, and she wind up being unalive. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Can I be honest with y'all? So a lot of us fighting against one another, and a lot of them, they going along to get along, and we show can't get along, and they ain't getting along with us either. I'm just saying. How many of our people they started showing y'all in the face? Y'all over there unaliving one another, and we unaliving y'all too, and ain't nothing being done about it. Yeah, that's where it happened at in Africa. How can you go to Africa? You know what? Lord have mercy. She didn't unalive herself. Come on, y'all. Let's be real. Let's be real. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. A lot of y'all won't. Like, oh no, they ain't never said that. Let's be real. Let's be real. Stop going against one another. I'm from the streets. I don't know about some of y'all, but a blind man with his eyes closed could listen and hear what really happened. Come on, y'all. Stop looking at how beautiful she is and being jealous of the way she looked, and stop saying, oh, she did it herself. Man, come on, y'all. Y'all got to stop. That girl ain't unalive herself. She didn't. She didn't. And it's all in my spirit. She didn't. But that's what our people do. So yeah, she might have. What reason she had over him? And I ain't asking for a friend. So what y'all think she did? She unalive herself over him? Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all really have to stop. I'm just saying. Let me tell y'all something. I understand, right? I have. Let me see. For y'all that know I got grandchildren. A lot of y'all is jealous of people's children and grandchildren. A lot of y'all got jealous spirits. Let me tell y'all something. If I don't care if me and my children don't get along, it ain't got nothing to do with my grandchildren. And if I talk to any one of y'all, I say anything about my grandchildren, and I read the comments and all that, at the end of the day, a lot of y'all is jealous of little children. And it's sad. Y'all got jealous spirits on y'all, and it's sad. Do you not know if me and you have a conversation, or I be under the comments and I read the comments, do y'all not know just because y'all don't like my sons and my daughters or whoever it is, or y'all got attitude, the way they treat me or whatever, y'all entitled to feel some type of way if y'all got love for me. But don't do that to my grandchildren. Don't dislike my grandchildren because at the end of the day, that's still my grandchild. If y'all feel some type of way about my grandchildren, just know that I'm gonna feel some type of way because that's still my children. If I get a whiff of you disliking my grandchildren in any kind of way, I don't want to be around you. I don't even want to talk to you. Because at the end of the day, that's still my grandchildren. I'm just saying, oh, they took his passport, as they should. So a lot of y'all, they got beautiful children, got smart children. Y'all got children that got a lot of wisdom. Ask God to protect them, to cover them, to put an armor around them, because they got adults that's jealous of little children. And it's sad. Your child could be smart. They comparing their child to your child. They looking at your child, especially if you got a beautiful child or whatever. It could be something wrong or something going on with you and your children or whatever. They're still don't like your children for whatever reason. I don't understand how some children could feel like if people that don't like your mama or don't like your daddy, how could y'all possibly believe they like y'all? I'm just trying to understand that. The world that we live in, how y'all could like people that don't like your mama and your dad? How y'all can hang with snakes? How y'all can hang with people that then did stuff to your family members? How y'all can hang with people that then did stuff to y'all? I forgive you, but you stay over there and I'm gonna stay over here. A snake, it's a snake. You think if a person put hands on you one time or a person ain't did you something one time, they wouldn't do it again? All right. Okay. Okay. I believe what I want to believe. Mm-hmm. Keep on believing that. Oh yeah, well they change. I forgive them. Okay. Until they get real pissed off and real mad, and the old them gonna come out. Not everybody really changed. I changed in a lot of ways, but I know darn well if I was standing up, I don't know. And why he sit me down for a reason, but I changed. But if I was standing up, it'd be hell to tell a captain. I ain't lying. I'm just being real. He changed me sitting down. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all just gotta have patience with yourself. Cause a lot of y'all is out of order. And when y'all get out of order, your kids get out of order. Cause they looking at y'all. I tell you all the time, our kids are a replicate of us. So when y'all doing stuff in front of y'all kids, yelling, hollering, cussing, bringing different women, different men around them, don't get mad when they start living their life the way you was living your life. I'm just saying, don't get mad. Cause life gonna be life. And I'm gonna tell y'all again. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but something else gonna happen. Cause a lot of y'all think y'all have control. Let me say this. Do y'all think Jehovah gonna let a woman that he created to be with a man? You think he gonna let that woman have authority over millions? Or you think that the enemy got so much power, like Trump? You can't tell Trump this ain't his world. They said Trump had a robe on, like he was Jesus or somebody running around here praying for people. The devil is a lie. When they start taking it that far, see the devil playing devil's advocate. He got y'all thinking that the devil winning. The things that's not of God, those people want y'all to think they got all the power. They don't. They don't. But the enemy wants y'all to believe in your mind, well, damn, they ain't living right. But they got money. They got cars. They got houses. They got it going on. The enemy wants y'all to think like that. Because the enemy wants y'all to believe that they got more power than Jehovah, and they don't. So y'all fall for it. Linda, they fall for it. Angel, they fall for it. Because then their delusional mind, you're like, well, he got a lot of power. He got house. He got this and this and that. No, he don't. But he convincing y'all to make y'all feel like he got money and the power and he got it going on. When at the end of the day, I don't follow man. If the enemy could get y'all to believe that he got more power than Jehovah, there you go. He don't. He don't. He don't. And a lot of things I be talking about, and I spare a lot of like people feelings because it be touchy to some people. So I be trying to stay off of certain subjects, but I'll be biased if I don't tell y'all that God made Adam and Eve. And Eve introduced Adam or convinced Adam to bite the apple. So how could y'all believe in y'all mind that anybody that's not of God, that's not living the way that they should, how could y'all believe that God gonna allow them to lead the world? Let me say this. Y'all know homosexuals, right? I'm just saying. Y'all know some of them don't like women. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. Y'all know some of them can't stand women. And some of them are so lovable. But they got some of them hate women with a passion. And women love them. Let me tell y'all this story. So I was pregnant with my first son. And I was on Rampart Street. So they had a club with the transgender. I ain't gonna use stuff. They had the club. So I was passing, and it was me and a couple of, I think it was like three of us. And they said something. We was passing the club, transgender club. And no, it was I don't want my face to get taken out. So they said something to me, and I said, you just mad because you ain't a girl. Baby, if they didn't run my tail all the way from Rampart, all the way down St. Philip, they ran me, and they was going to probably, God forgive me, they was going to beat that baby out of me. Because what I said, they ran me until somebody had their door open, and they said, come on in here. If that person would have had their door open, they would have probably beat that baby out of me. A lot of y'all don't like it, but they don't like women. Y'all figure it out. Some of them don't like women. And they don't like y'all because they want to be a woman. And that's something they'll never be. They got some of them, I love them to death because they stay in their lane. And they lovable. But they got some of them, they put up a facade. But when it come down to getting a woman, telling her she beautiful or telling her she look nice or she dressed nice and all that kind of stuff there. Girl, please. Some of them, they can't stand women with a passion. But a lot of women love them because some of them are lovable. Don't get me wrong. I don't discriminate, but at the same time, some of them need to stay in their lane. Some of them really do because they really do not like women. Right. And a lot of them like to fight women. They will fight you, but they forget that you fighting a woman. You still a man. I don't think no woman should try to fight a man like that because he's still a man. But they will beat you and act like they beating. They will fight a woman faster than they fight a man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. When they come down to that, they will attack a woman faster than they attack a man. I'm just saying. But the women, they do the most fraud, they do the most stealing, they do all kind of backbiting. They more messier than women. The breaking news for the day, the word for the day is overthinking. Thinking that somebody's cheating or somebody's stealing because you don't trust one person and somebody else deceive you. You thinking everybody gonna deceive you. That's breaking news. Breaking news is that we got all these people on these platforms that should be saving people, but all I'm seeing is fights. All I'm hearing is suck this, plug this, eat this. You mad at this? I'm gonna do you this. I'm gonna do you that. I'm the only one right now that I know out of New Orleans. I'm gonna say out of New Orleans is trying to save some souls. I'm just saying. Nobody won't listen to me. I'm just saying. I'm the only one out of New Orleans is trying to get people to come together, but they don't want to come to me. I don't know if it's the wheelchair. I don't know if it's the diapers. I don't know if it's the pull-ups. I just don't know. But it's something. They don't want no smoke over here. I just don't know. They don't want to have nothing to do with me. And I ain't mad. Because they could stay over there. And they could stay over there. And I'm gonna stay over here. I'm just saying, who with me? Who with me? Because we going places. We going places that they ain't never seen. We going somewhere where they can't even come. Y'all with me? Or y'all not? I'm just saying. It's 9 o'clock. On a dot, I'm at my drop top. And word on the street. Y'all that's getting y'all face done. Y'all getting all that work done to y'all body and all that. God told me to tell y'all gonna have bad side effects. Because people put needles in your face. They put needles in your head. Needles in your neck for wrinkles. Needles in your body. Y'all don't even know what's in a needle. Got to be more careful. I'm just saying. You ain't got to listen to me. But I guarantee you, Aunt Maze ain't putting nothing on her face but Jehovah. I'm just saying. Y'all with me? Because we going somewhere. Sooner than later. We going somewhere. We're in the crock pot right now. We cooking. We marinating. When you marinate, you got to make sure it get tender. So I'm marinating. And he told me, don't rush the process. I'm just saying. I'm talking to somebody right here. Don't rush the process. Don't let that go over your head. Because somebody questioning God, talking about, God, I've been praying, I've been fasting, I've been doing what you want me to do. I ain't been getting in trouble. I ain't been stealing. I ain't been lying. I ain't been cheating. I ain't been backbiting. I've been faithful. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? He said, don't rush the process. Well, let me say this, not last but least. Yesterday, when I was on the platform, hey, Bridget girl, young blood, queen. When I was on the platform yesterday, I was over there, by my people, got a little distracted yesterday, but I still was, able to deliver the message. So yesterday I was on a platform, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I'm gonna close with that. I'm gonna close the book. I said, y'all remember me saying, for the people that was on here yesterday, y'all remember me saying, my kids say I be doing too much. Oh, we don't invite you to stuff because when you come, you be doing too much. So, y'all remember that? For the people that was on there, was y'all listening yesterday? Did y'all not hear me say, they say, Mama, you be doing too much? All right. The moral of the story is, the moral of the story is, when I got off the live last night, right? Hey, Queen. Bluey. Hey, Dion. When I got off the live last night, Vet, Monique, Sandra, Wanda, Angel, yo, Linda, Sandra. When I got off the live last night, my sister put the gospel on, right? When I got off the live. And guess what he said? Let me get a little sip. Who think I'm not a nerd? Who think I'm not the messenger. I'm delivering the message. Okay, the moral of the story was, she clicked on the TV. I forgot the preacher name, but I'm going to share it. So when I started looking at the preacher, he said, they think you be doing too much. Somebody drop the mic. I'm just saying. After I said, they say I be doing too much. And I go in the living room after I done close my laptop, close my phones. I'm done with y'all. She click on the TV. And he said his sermon was, they say you doing too much. Can y'all shut a lie to somebody to let him know God ain't playing? I want to hear this. Whether y'all won't believe it or not, whether y'all shut a lie or not, because eventually y'all gonna share it. He said, I told him that. They say you be doing too much. And I said, I ain't doing enough. Clock that too. I'm just saying. When I finish with y'all, I close the laptop. I cut the phones off. She clicked the TV on. We watching the gospel. His sermon was, they said, you doing too much. And I'm going to share it to y'all. And maybe some of y'all will believe me. The ones who was on the live last night. That part right there. So y'all can say whatever y'all want about me. I know who I am and whose I am. And I'm very anointed. And I'm very much a woman of God, a phenomenal woman. And God speaks to me. And I listen. I done made bad choices by not listening to Jehovah. I did what I wanted to do, not what he told me to do. I said, don't go that way. The first time. And I still went that way. And I paid for going that way when he already had been told me, turn right, and I turned left. He speaks to me. He told me, don't go that way. Go that way. But I did what I wanted to do. And I paid the price for that. See, there are consequences and repercussions when we don't be obedient, like he be telling y'all to shed a lie. And y'all so caught up in y'all emotions and y'all feelings, y'all worrying about the Jones and how they gonna feel and what they gonna say about you saying and May's lie because you didn't sit down and gossiped and talked about me to people. That's why some of y'all scared to shed a lie. I know. But he already didn't expose y'all. The people already know y'all talk to me. Y'all just ain't telling them. Y'all can hide me in y'all book sack for so long. But have your own mind. Because when it's time to walk a straight line, when it's time for you to carry that cross on your back, you got to carry it by yourself. Not with your mama, your daddy, your children, your sister, your brother, your grandchildren, your husband, your wife. You got to carry that. You got to bear that cross by yourself. I'm just saying. So you ain't got to shed a lie. Because what I don't see, he do. I'm going to say it again. What I don't see, he do. What I don't hear, he do. So go ahead on with y'all bad self. And don't shed a lie. But he know y'all on him. He know y'all was listening. Go ahead on and be selfish when somebody needs to hear the word. Because they need to be delivered. If the word ain't for you, maybe it's for somebody else. Go ahead on and share. If you don't, that's between you and Jehovah. Tonight is the night. I did my part. I did what he told me to do. I came to do what he told me to do. And I did that. So y'all have a blessed night. Same time, same place. If anything change, I'll give y'all the heads up. But as long as I got breath in my body and God allow me to see another day, which he is, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be blessed. But remember, he see y'all. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And last not least, I love y'all over here on YouTube. Now, y'all, they had 414 people on Instagram. So just imagine it only showed me up to 20 people, and all the rest of them was pickaboos. Wow. They had, let me see, it said 14 plus 414 people. But it only showed me 20 people. Y'all do the math. Do the math. That's 300 and some people. That's pickaboos. But guess what? The good part about it, y'all, they was listening.
Bitch, no, I'm gonna protect
Oh,
mine.
Wow. You know how they do that, Angel? They watch and they don't press the button. They just watch it. They watch the whole video. So it's going to give you a roundabout on all the people who watching it. But they never press the button. They never press the button. So it was 1,414 people on my live. And when I get off of this one, it's going to tell me how many was on here. And Facebook too. Yeah. But it only allowed me to see 20 of them on there. Ain't never got past. It got to 20. It got to 23 or 24. Ain't never got past that. But it's all good. That's a lot of pickaboos, and that's a lot of hate. But I would say they got some people that can't be on social media that got government jobs. So, but it ain't that many that's following me like that. That's a lot of. So I love y'all, queens, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be blessed and thank y'all for the cash out. Thank y'all for the love, the likes, and the follow. And I'm gonna tell y'all tomorrow how many they had on here. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all. Nobody but God. I'm gonna keep on going. How about that? Clock that T.